Excuse me, Mr. Journalist, I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now, and I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major story. Yeah. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major story. Yeah. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take a coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend, the children have no food to eat. We got major headlines, oh, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money, no girls, no glory, no help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money, no girls, no glory, no help for poor men. That's what we know. We got major headlines, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. You don't know stories? You've been writing stories for rock of ages. Keep writing stories about people who not too concerned. We got a lot of people in the ghetto, people on the block, people in the street. If y'all know what I know, follow me, and I'll take you to places where people are suffering. We got lame people, blind people, I mean, people that in need, man. People too much in need. Come on, yeah. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially. Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major stories. Yeah. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. Yeah. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take a coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend, the children have no food to eat. We got major headlines, oh, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money, no girls, no glory, no help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money. No gods, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. We got bigger demands. We got bigger stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got bigger demands. We got bigger stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. You don't know stories? You've been writing stories from rock of ages. Keep writing stories about people who not too concerned. We got a lot of people in the ghetto, people on the block, people in the street. If y'all know what I know, follow me, and I'll take you to places where people are suffering.
About the forest sector in Lofa County, the case of the shipwreck, the start of a women weaving center in Kolang, Lofa County, the specialized committee on the Zogos in Douala and Negro Town we were just read, the significance of the national symbol, which interviewed Joe F and I with me. Our primary reason for calling you here is to have you informed that I'm returning to Lofa County, which is an expected outcome. It may interest you to know why I'm placing emphasis on returning to Lofa County. This return is primarily due to the vacancy said to be created in Lofa County, for which my people, the people of Lofa, a people of humility, a people of meekness, have been intentionally, deliberately, purposefully, and wickedly denied Lofa full representation by George Manewia, President, and his Presidential Affairs Minister, Nathaniel Falomage, and his CDC cronies. I am returning to Lofa because my county has been delivered a Trojan horse. The Trojan horse should take effect on May 10th. The CDC, folks, has taken the war to our doorstep. There is no turning back. Lofa is prepared to fight politically to salvage the land of Toyen, the truth-telling people. George Manewia and his CDC cronies will not survive this political onslaught on Lofa. No, they will not. We will reach to all the nooks and crannies of Worogizi to defend Lofa. The fighting spirit of the Kondo Confederation, the spirit of our ancestors, Farawubo, Sandidiki Kamara, Tambatelo, Chief Koli, Omekaba, the Kwewogis, the Tanus, will reinvigorate in us our fighting spirit to regain the denied vacant senatorial seat. Today, the government Liberia will be spending about $2 million US to do wrong, wastage. Indeed, Brandon J. Samonka and the people of Lofa have already begun the process of making good of the 50% of the court ruling. My people, let us go back into history. There was the Roland Khan case. There was the Abu Kamara case. But Brandon J. Samonka and Lofa are treated differently, with different standards. Watch out. As we close, NEC and the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning have not agreed on the proposed $2 million to use to conduct an illegal election in Lofa County. This amount, which is about 1.9 million, is not even approved by the August body. As we close today, notwithstanding, George Manewia and CDC are desperate to conduct the election. Very, very desperate. Equally so, we feel very strongly, as we have been advocating, that there is no vacancy in Lofa, and that George Manewia, Nathaniel Falomage, and the CDC are doing everything to declare a war on Lofa County. And let them know this to the core, that we're going to fight back. Thank you very much. Lofa, a people of humility, a people of meekness, have been intentionally, deliberately, purposefully, and wickedly denied Lofa full representation by George Manewia, President, and his presidential affairs minister, Lieutenant Falomage, and his CDC cronies. I'm returning to Lofa because my county has been delivered a Trojan horse. The Trojan horse should take effect on May 10th. The CDC, folks, has taken the war to our doorstep. There is no turning back. Lofa is prepared to fight politically to salvage the land of Toyen. The truth-telling people. George Manewia and his CDC cronies will not survive this political onslaught on Lofa. No, they will not. We will reach to all the nooks and crannies of Worogizi to defend Lofa. The fighting spirit of the Kondo Confederation, the spirit of our ancestors, Farah Wubo, Sandidiki Kamara, Tambatelo, Chief Koli, Omekaba, the Kwewogis, the Tanus, will reinvigorate in us our fighting spirit to regain the denied vacant senatorial seat. Today, the government of Liberia will be spending about $2 million US to do wrong, wastage. Indeed, Brandon J. Samonka and the people of Lofa have already begun the process of making good of the 50% of the court ruling. My people, let us go back into history. There was the Roland Khan case. There was the Abu Kamara case. But Brandon J. Samonka and Lofa are treated differently, with different standards. Watch out. As we close, NEC and the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning have not agreed on the proposed $2 million to use to conduct an illegal election in Lofa County. This amount, which is about 1.9 million, is not even approved by the August body. As we close today, notwithstanding, George Manewia and CDC are desperate to conduct the election. Very, very desperate. Equally so, we feel very strongly, as we have been advocating, that there is no vacancy in Lofa, and that George Manewia, Lieutenant Falomage, and the CDC are doing everything to declare a war on Lofa County. And let them know this to the core, that we're going to fight back. Thank you very much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take this time to address my good friend and brother, Pedro Costa. And 3 months ago, Henry Costa declared war on me by joining the CDC. Henry Costa insulted me, abused me. He called me names. And we were the one that made Henry Pedro Costa strong in Liberia June 7 protests. We mobilized people. I know what we went through by organizing some ex-fighters to even guard Henry Pedro Costa, along with Honorable Yake Kuruba. To my ultimate surprise today, I heard that he and the president have a conversation. How can you have a conversation with a man that you call criminals? That's the question I'm asking this morning. That's the question I'm asking this morning. How can you have a conversation with a man that you call names in this country? That's the question I'm asking. How can you have a conversation with a criminal? He was so excited yesterday that he spoke with President George Manewia. That's why we continue to tell Liberian people that this country is a cursed nation. Who to trust in MAMA LIBERIA? When some of the idiots that were on social media were not endorsed to my father, you people call me names and insulted me around here. Henry Costa cannot be trusted. Henry Costa, he have joined the bandits. He have joined the gangsters. How can you have a conversation with a criminal? That's the question I'm asking Henry Pedro Costa this morning. Every morning you will go after this government that the Liberian people are suffering, that our people have been treated like a slave. You call names. You describe the government as a gangster government. You describe this government as a bandit government. But yesterday, you spoke with the leader of the gangsters. Yesterday, he spoke with the leader of the gangsters that are making our people to suffer in this country. Costa was so excited yesterday. He was so excited yesterday telling the world that he spoke with President George Weah. Why you did not reject President Weah's call to send a signal to him that the way they are treating our people, it is not correct. Because you are the one that telling the world that this government is not a good government. You said that to the world. How would the international community look at you? You even went as far as telling the Liberian people that there's a sanction on the way coming. But today, you have spoken with the criminals, the leaders of the gangsters in this country, having a conversation with President Weah. Tell us, Henry Pedro Costa. Tell us, Henry Pedro Costa. That's why when I see some of our Diaspora Liberian, they don't even know what they call politics around here. Don't never put your trust in politics. It is better to put your trust in Allah than politics. Because who to trust in this country? When we City and myself, when we joined the CDC, some of you idiots that watching me today, you call me names, you abused me, insulted my parents. Today, Henry Pedro Costa have a conversation with a criminal. How would the world look at you? The man you accused of stealing huge amount of money in this country. You were so excited yesterday, telling the world that you spoke with President George Mano Weah. That's the question I'm asking. And I want our Liberian
must run American days. We are convinced. The line is no match. He wants to go to political when we are here. Attack the long days. I'm Mobake Molu, chairman of the Coalition for Democratic Change. On December 8th, one of us will leave his position. I will defeat the law. The law, if I don't defeat you, let me resign as chairman of the CDC on December 8th. You will be retired. I buy by hundreds of thousands of seditions will retire you peacefully. Yes. Amen. You'll be retired. You'll be free. You'll be fair. You'll be democratic. You will not survive politically.
You're in surviving on forever oxygen.
Yeah. You can't make it. The party is too strong. The law is like an ant under the gigantic boots of sedition. You will be smashed. You can't survive. It's at number 10 to 1. You'll be politically crucified. Because I trust seditions. I know what they can do when they are ready. And they are ready for you. So no violence will deter us. No violence will distract us from the cause, the right cause of election victory. We will get registered to vote. We will campaign when the time comes. And we will beat you strategically. We'll lay your political ballot down. It will be cool on December 8th. I promise you that.
We are ready to go. We are ready to go. We are ready to go.
They're not going to win. So happiness can tell with frustration. You don't know that? So happiness. When you happy over plot, at the end you can be frustrated. That's not going to happen to the opposition. Today they are happy. And the last happiness now. They are happy today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they will start wanting to go to the Supreme Court. They will start wanting to go to the Supreme Court. For the Supreme Court, they will go to ECOWAS. Oh yeah. I'm gonna bother yourself, sedition. Relax yourself. Tell your girlfriend, tell your man, tell your puppy, tell your cat. Everybody go vote for number 4. I don't care how they feel about me. I don't care. They will also start running to go to the Supreme Court. They will run and go to the Supreme Court. I'm telling you, these guys will go to Supreme Court. They will from Supreme Court, they'll go to ECOWAS. Victory is on our side. I don't care how you feel about me. Victory is on our side. I'm patrolling around. I just parked my car on the highway. I said, we can't talk to the people small. So our men should not be discouraged. That handful of people they saw today to Congo town passing around. And the quota now, what do you expect quota? When you put 5,000 in the quota, you be chain a day. They can be champion, you can be the sardine a day.
Me, a Bagana in a race. I will now vote. Yes. Because number one, we pray, we vote for them, we put in there. We can't see Kinshasa, the party they lied to us. They say they real for us. They were coming for us. We could ourselves, oh, Yama Bolo was getting our 1%. They say the boss coming for us. They thought we can hear again. They say, oh, I'm they put them on a joy and communicate. Then I'm Molu. Why you so kind won't eat Kesawa? We will eat it with us. So today, Molu. You cannot speak on the people that last year to do. When you were not getting that was here city everything again. Everything we need again. So today, Moru, he cares. So either be a card of what they are saying, can't wait. For this coming election, Papa, don't let a society, we the grown people, our eyes open. Everybody getting. Me, a Bagana in a race. I will now vote. Yes. Because number one, we pray, we vote for them, we put in there. We can't see Kinshasa, the party they lied to us. They say they real for us. They were coming for us. We could ourselves, oh, Yama Bolo was getting our 1%. They say the boss coming for us. They thought we can hear again. They say, oh, I'm they put them on a joy and communicate. Then I'm Molu. Why you so kind won't eat Kesawa? We will eat it with us. So today, Molu, you cannot speak on the people that last year to do. When you were not getting that was here.
Utter dishonesty to blame people who he encouraged to support CDC. And come and say, you are supporting CDC. Yeah. So, Mr. Ability is a dishonest man. This man is genetically incapable of talking true. He lied about everything brazenly. He lied brazenly about everything. So, that's the first thing you got to look at that thing. Mr. Ability, it was not the people alone that supported Joe. You campaign.
My friend, my brother, how you doing?
AB, I'm doing okay. Liberia is a very interesting country. Every time you play these clips, I say, oh my God. I'm sorry for the ordinary people, okay? I'm grateful, man. I'm okay. The only thing tonight is a different night. I got my kids here with me, so I might be muting myself in and out. But I already told them this is what Daddy been doing for a little while, so don't deprive me. I gotta do this. I gotta speak for the people. So I'm doing pretty well, and I'm okay. I'm fine. So you might see them coming in and trying to, this, you know. But they are fine. They know they're that. So they already know. Sometimes we used to do this together in Philadelphia, and we didn't have our dance, but hopefully we'll have it tomorrow before.
Yeah, that's nice.
Probably after lunchtime, they were already dancing. I got to slow down the music. Yeah, so, but I mean, pretty much, life is good. And how you doing too, you and your family in the Twin City?
Yeah, we are doing excellent.
But I'm not really cutting you, AB. Minneapolis is not actually Twin City. It's People City. It's an alternative city there, because they got Minneapolis, they got St. Paul and St. Cloud. If we were to combine the other two, Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center,
we have
Because
a
all
twin
of them
city.
together like this.
We
I
have
think we don't
a
want to get
twin.
Twin City.
We have a twin
Grand
city.
Forks and East Grand Forks are Twin City.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother. I just wanted to push that in a little
so,
bit.
so we are doing quite okay. I mean, I just when I played these clips, what can come to my mind is that when with our country, when with our citizens try to push when, that's all that comes to my mind. When. But like we said, tonight is an open mic. You know, we have decided to do a Friday open mic, which of course it is our own stuff. So, you know, at times when you explain, it is good for you to be able to get your audience chance so they can be able to lay out what in their mind. So that's what this talk show have decided for us to be doing. Every Friday will be open mic. So tonight is your night. But before we go to the phone line, I was asking you, the way the senator seems to be very, very angry.
Which Senator Zago?
Still Zago.
I don't think he's angry.
You don't
That's
think so?
empty angered. Empty. EMPTY.
You really think so?
I do. Abi, let me tell you something.
Still Zago. No. Let me come.
Okay, go ahead. Let me listen to you. Say what you want to say. I got different things to say about Steve Zago. I know Steve Zago a little more.
Steve Zago, with the way Steve Zago is explaining that their ancestors, he called all of the names, that he will consult. And you know, you and I from the Vanguard Party, when we said that we will consult, that seems to be not good for the CDC. But go ahead.
Abi, let me tell you something. Our police people friend. There are a lot of new police officers over there that don't know me now. But 10, 15 years back, I was not in the police, but I interacted with police officers a lot. At middle level. Some people don't like their need to be called, but somebody died here and I used to be buddy. Mickey Gray. You know, I was Yana boy now, so Mickey Gray was chief of traffic. We don't just like to push our own bundle out there because sometimes people feel that you're just trying to show up. It's not a show up. Majority of the officials of Charles Taylor government prior to my coming here knew them. Coming to West Ellington, I want you John Pamno Wilson, John Rice, our Minister of Foreign Affairs. So that one was just super easy for me. So seditions, yeah, I know some of them. I don't know a lot of them. Key ones, I know them. I interacted with them. Somebody came to Philadelphia. I put them in my car. We're going up and down because I was living by myself that time. I know a lot of them. A lot of them. And some of them now we have sat and talked. But Abi, let me tell you something. This guy, Manipaka Des Moines, right?
Yeah, Manipaka.
Yeah, Manipaka said something a couple of months ago. He said the only dialect or language that CDC can understand or government of Liberia can understand is AK-47. That's what they can understand. And because of that statement, the government felt it was a threatening statement and to incite the people of Liberia. But the statement was real, even though he had no power at the time, actually, to really scare the government with AK-47. However, they arrested him and later on he got free. But Abby, for God in heaven's sake, this is my first time throughout my adult life, in and outside Liberia, especially democratic countries, that you have a partial presidential pardon. Partial presidential pardon. The only time those things can happen when you go in, when there is a full-scale litigation on the part of the government prosecutory arm and defending for the defendants, and they push, and they use cost and benefit analysis skill, then the prosecution can come out to propose something they call plea bargain. Plea bargain, in most instances, depending who involved or what is the matter that involved, I'm going a little bit legal. Then the actual charge will be amended. Whatever that conversation will be amended, and the defendant who is a subject through their defending agree to it based on that condition. But presidential pardon all over the world, including the United States, I have never seen it to be a partial ones. But this is CDC-led government, headed by George Weah. They are out of the box. They do not follow traditional presidential protocol. They do their own stuff. This is the first time that I see Minister of State announce presidential pardon in the first place. It is usually announced by the President of the Republic. And the number one person that's supposed to be standing by the President to make that announcement, it is the Minister of Justice or the Solicitor General. Because the Minister of Justice, it is a chief administrator or chief law enforcement officer of the Republic of Liberia. The Solicitor General is the public face of the people of Liberia. That's how it works all over the world. The Solicitor General goes to court and prosecute cases of interest. But this is Liberia. In the first place, Zako talking about his ancestor, the land of the truth-telling people. If he's very, very comfortable with that Lofa County is referred to as Toyen, which is Bandi language, which means truth, then the issue of Samuka, we should not discuss it. Samuka should take his seat. How can Zako then sit over there? Joseph Boakai sit over there. Even the Samuka guys sit over there, and they allow their crew boy to play on them, on their intelligence. How can they do that? That pass, that thing since I go talking that free talk. What are you going to take to the doors? To Joey doors? Joey already in the country. Joey has already penetrated. Abby, you and I sat on the same platform. You have problem with the grandmasters, right?
Yes.
And I told you the grandmasters supposed to serve as a supporting backing for their educated and wealthy children in Morovia. If they are educated children in Morovia and they got some money, they got some wealth, and they didn't say nothing, you think that grandmaster will say something? You think that grandmaster will say something? Internal Affairs Minister Vanis said it by extension. He's a Lofian. You know that? The current Controller General, Jangako, he's a Lofa man. Forget about Jeff Koji. He's from Lofa, but he's too much inside the CDC. Jangako, maybe people don't know he's a sedition, but you don't see him on. He's very, very much diplomatic. He's very much when it comes to the, financial technicians and all that kind of stuff. That's why you don't hear about him much. Joe Maru, the former Auditor General from Lofa County. Okay? Whole lot of them from Lofa County. Even the Samuka men involved. I listen to Samuka I think a few weeks ago, it
Yeah.
was a little bit hard. This 101 with CEO Stanton, okay? Samuka said the government having problem with him, and there are a lot of people in the circle talking about. He served as defense minister for 12 years. He's the one from the LRU, whatever you call that. He has a security friend that get this, that get that. I said, oh, this man is a trained military man, blah, blah, blah. I said, but baby, the people thinking that way about you. Maybe anybody you give me opportunity to bounce back will bounce back. That's me. Because I'm not a politician, I'm a political scientist. Any opportunity you give me, I will bounce back. If the people have fear to that level, and some guy you say that to discuss diplomacy with people that don't understand AK-47, a lot of people have come out in their majority and stand their ground. You know the reason why the Grandmaster strategy didn't work? Because it didn't come from Nigeria. If that Grandmaster strategy had come from their local people, children in Morovia, in solidarity for their son to take a seat, that thing we're talking, we're not talking. Their presidential part, their partial presidential, how they call it, clemency, ain't even going to go the way it's going. But you know what? Just we are trying face by face or step by step. So let me try these people. He do they want, he get it. He do they want, he get good result. He do they want, he get good result. The first thing Joria did, as powerful as Nemba County is, as powerful and educated, wealthy Mandingo people are in Liberia, they sat over there, they prosecuted their son illegally. He goes to ECOWAS school and win against the government. The government said they will not do shit. You're sorry, I got to do it this way. Kamina Janet. Joria said, okay, I got it. You go to the next step. Say, okay.
Then he went to another Mandingo man.
No, hold on a minute. Don't go to the Mandingo man for it. Former Justice Minister and former Assistant Justice, Phyllis Z. Banks. When the paper retired, Joseph Nangwe, he on the bench. He was elected senator for 9 years for Sando County. Joria told his uncle there, and brought him on the Supreme Court bench. When he removed Kabina Jana, he grabbed another Mandingo man that believe in him, Yusuf Kaba, and put him there to appease the people of Nemba County. That's Shere. Me and not politician, are political scientists. Politicians, they're different from us. We read science. Okay? So you can't say down there that you're going to consult your ancestors. You will do this. The truth telling people that for nothing, Abi. That free talk. Judge, we are CDC are already penetrated Lofa County. They can't do nothing. And let me tell you something. If the Unity Party is not extremely careful, the CDC, let me call it from our brother Eugene Fagon, right? So the CDC is playing casino politics. They know very well they can't win Lofa County easily. However, they will support somebody behind the scene to win a seat. If the Unity Party is not careful, they might lose that seat. They might not lose it to a direct sedition, but they could lose it to an independent candidate. Remember, Councillor Pato King's second independent candidate to Samuka. Mm-hmm. Now, from all indications, we are hearing there is fire in Soweto at the level of Unity Party. To a point where Ambassador Boaka does not want to be involved with it. Okay? Whether they will do primary or they will do selection for somebody to go on that ticket to get an election. They have to be extremely careful. But a Unity Party made any mistake to have multiple independent candidates because of disenchantment at the level of the primary, they could lose it. And when they lose it, they're done. Lofians, we are all over the world. But those of us that are not in Liberia, we can only do financial support. Those Lofa County people in Morovia and around Morovia and other part of Liberia, they sat over there and they allowed themselves to reach to this level. Lofa County are not being represented for over 1 year. The first thing I thought Lofin would have done, not even to just go with Samuka, to sue the government. They should sue the government. Why you so let Bransky business? Bransky not talking plenty. Bransky go to Supreme Court. I ain't get time for all that thing you're talking. My people hear the thing here. The first thing Lofa County people will have done, they will have used the 1986 Constitution and go to court and sue the government for underrepresentation. That's the first thing they will have done. Lead the Samuka story. Let Samuka do what he got to do. You go sue it because representation is by law, AB. This is not a statute. This is not a law that was made by Congress. This is a constitutional requirement. How can Lofa have been underrepresented for over 1 year? And no lawsuit in court for that. That's a political trauma.
Do you think?
Okay.
Do you think? Looking at the court, looking at the current Supreme Court, that you just named, do you think they were going to honor such a case?
My man, regardless of the imbalance and different opinions of the Supreme Court, go there because that is what we got. The law has not changed. The Constitution says the Supreme Court is our final arbiter of justice. Whether they come up with a good, they didn't come up with a good, you just go there and give it a try. But AB, how can a country be crying that they ain't got money? How can the government be crying that the government ain't got money to even offer for Tottenham High to be renovated? For University of Liberia, Monrovia campus or Capitol Hill campus to carry on renovation?
Yeah.
For all to our agriculture budget? How government will be crying about that when the government, when the ruling party taking their own people from one elected position to another elected position? If this government was sincere with their developmental agenda, quote unquote, pro agenda, maybe they don't understand the actual meanings of pro, but they need to go back to Burkina Faso so they can understand it. If you have your uncle elected as a senator, under the pro, the way it should be,
for 9
years, there is no business to take your uncle from that elected position and bring him to the Supreme Court bench. Then you automatically create by-election that cost money. And you see, you get pro, they get plenty of lawyers inside the CDC in Liberia and outside Liberia. Because going on the Supreme Court bench, you might have practiced law for a minimum of 5 years in Liberia. They get plenty of those people. You pro, you want to prioritize the people's agenda? You will not do that. But everything about CDC just where is a makeup. It's a cover-up. Justin Namba did not need to leave his senatorial position. Now he made that decision. It was just where that made that decision. Appointed him on the Supreme Court bench. 7G confirming he goes over there. Okay? Then we'll go do by-election for Sando County. Sir Joseph already represented. He said, you ain't got money. You need money for this. City Hall is crying, for example. Jefferson Koji is crying that the international community not giving support. But yeah, the government coming spend almost $2 million only because they don't let Samuka. Only because they don't let Samuka to go to Lofa County and conduct a single senatorial by-election. Is that proper? How can Sir Joseph was already represented, and Sir Joseph, from all indications, they got two seditions lawmakers in Congress that I really, really admire, regardless of everything they're doing, okay? You see, Sir Joe, it is not sedition that makes kings to get that position. Sir Joe was represented in the House, and other people were also representatives. When Ebola came, they decided not to do anything. But Sir Joe did not only work for the people of Liberia or Monserrado County or his small district, he worked for Liberia and crossed over to Australia. I think he just born with that humanitarian nature. He's a good human being. For anybody to be Sir Joseph Monserrado County, any of my men, including our man, said, COPB man, Henry Costa, he got to stand tall. Because that guy is out there doing real work that he's not even supposed to be doing as per the constitutional requirement. Okay?
Let me just tell you one thing.
Let me just conclude quickly, AB, please.
No, let me just tell
Let
you.
me just conclude quickly. No. Hold on a minute, please. I beg you. Let me not lose my thought. Thomas Farah has been elected 3 times. 6 years times 3. 18 years now, it's going to. Thomas Farah have done more in his district, even outside of his district. But even though Thomas Farah is doing great, and we are a pro government, why you want to take Thomas Farah from a representative position and main senator? So you can go to by-election again. It doesn't make sense. Within the framework of pro, it's wasting money. Even the great United States here, there are people that committed heinous crimes. For some reason, they spend some time in jail. United States President, Kim gone. Joe Biden have not done anything yet, but Donald Trump did a lot. And Donald Trump made it with 7G. Obama followed the book. You got to go through Ministry of Justice or Department of Justice to do that. Okay? But our own, the presidential FMA can do it. That's Liberia. So the point I'm making here, my brother, how Lofa County people will sit down over there, they allow just we are government, Nathaniel follow Magay, by extension, he's a Lofa County man, and play on their intelligence to this level. Then you can't sit there and talking free talk. That's free talk.
Okay. Before we go to the cell phone line, we will open a line shortly, but we want to discuss one more issues. What do you make of this guy? This guy that picture passing around on Facebook is saying that somebody killed somebody. What do you know about that case?
To be honest with you, I've not followed it. I don't want to make any statement about something that I have no much idea about.
I have not followed. I just saw a blood wasted near a fence. I don't know who blood is that, but
Is it in Liberia?
Yeah.
So the event will call in Liberia, right?
Yeah. Anyway, keep your call.
I don't want to talk about that because I have no information on it.
Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. If you have another topic that you want to talk about,
another thing I want to talk about is Costa situation. Costa situation, because I'm hearing so many people talking about he taking side or he might take side, he might compromise his struggle and his own political interest in Liberia. Some people say he was too serious about just where calling him and subsequently giving him the pathway through Minister of Justice for him to go home. Costa might flip-flop, Unity Party or opposition should be careful and all that funny stuff. AB, all of us human beings, especially adults, those of us that are involved. I'm not in your stomach, but I know you got interest. You are not in my stomach, I got interest too. Costa is not the only one that have done what he did a few days ago. And Costa is not the only one that have moved from one political party to another political party, or that have decided to support one political candidate to another political candidate. Other people have done it before. But the whole conversation here is, I don't think we should be discussing Costa. Because people that worry about Costa, they're wasting their time. Costa had made his brand for over 11 years now. The more we discuss Costa, the better Costa becomes. Just so you know. If Costa flip-flop, for whatever reason, based on my own observation for the time being knowing Costa, I appeared on Costa show 3 times in Liberia. And let me tell you something, many people probably don't know this, or maybe they know it, but let me just say, majority of the talk show in Liberia, radio talk show, I don't know about right now, but from 2013 all the way to 2015 when I visited Liberia twice, Costa show was the only show that people appear on, including me. I didn't pay a cent. And Costa himself will come and tell you, say, yeah, you don't have to pay nothing. This is the only show that people appear on, they don't pay nothing. How Costa was paying his people, maybe through commercial whatsoever, but he was running a small business. I didn't know that the equipment the George Weah government seized from Costa was 70,000. I didn't know that until now because he posted it. But let me tell you something. Milton Tiaje used to be a member of the UPP, United People Party. You know Baga Mavi Party? You know, we got to get some of the free history to the people. People not reading. They just think they think just happened today, yesterday. Okay? Milton Tiaje left and joined the CDC. He was a political officer in CDC when Eddie Johnson said they appointed him superintendent for Sando County. Okay? Milton Tiaje was talking every single day, AB. You know the story. You know Baga Mavi Party? You know, we got to get some more.
You have to lower your receiver or I will cut you off.
You said they think it happened today, yesterday.
You have to
Are you
lower
there?
your receiver or I will cut you off.
Are you there? I'm hearing from that person. Let me conclude my statement very quick. So what I'm saying here is,
Okay, now.
Milton Tiaje was
okay,
political
okay.
officer for CDC. When Eddie appointed him, he went to confirmation hearing. He said the people that were confirming him, I was so-called, I called and so-called because they take money a lot. The senators questioned Milton Tiaje why he was talking so much about the president, this and that. Milton Tiaje said he wanted to be closer to the power. Okay? That's what he said. And you know why? Milton Tiaje did well more than my big brother. I'm going to call him and he will get vexed. Okay? But I'll call the county. Milton Tiaje went over there. Majority of those houses that were in Sando County that had tax on it that were not improved, he used the county development fund and reconditioned it, and he did good for the people of Sando. So what happened to Milton Tiaje? Milton Tiaje was elected senator on Unity Party ticket. Okay, on Unity Party ticket. Let's go to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was, in fact, not was, she is a founding member of the NPFL. Because they transformed NPFL into NPP, deny her what they talk about here in America. That's how she went to Unity Party. But forget it. Don't go to Unity Party yet. She is an original founding member of LAP. Liberal Action Party. How can Eddie go to Unity Party and go pay for it? Okay? Nathaniel Fallow Magay was the cheerleader and founding member of Lib Wings, Liberians for Winston Todman.
Yeah, but
they could not get their way through.
But before that,
they went to NDPL because NDPL did not have a candidate. After that 2005, it didn't work for them. They moved over to CDC. That was the first coalition. Now we don't hear about NDPL, right? They're done. NDPL came down to CDC 2011. They carried George Weah, Vast Standard Bearer, Winston Thomas Standard Bearer. We don't even hear from the papi. NPP, former ruling party, they sold their own property on 5th Street. They gave portion to Toro, they gave portion to Bashma Brothers, the Lebanese group. Okay? The Lebanese group. They gave it to them. They went to Congo Town and they're renting small building that they can't pay the rent. That's a former ruling party. They can't pay the rent. Cyril Allen, the tough talking Cyril Allen. He on the governing council of the CDC. So that Costa you want to talk about? AB, you see, I don't follow nobody.
Yeah,
I follow their philosophy.
So you're similar trying
What
to
they
say.
talk.
So you're similar trying to say, what I Costa go or not, that he business.
Not just that his business. Everybody want to be better person, and everybody know what they want. If Costa can mess with his own political interests because he want to go with Joshua, it's up to him. But Costa is not too far from Joshua anyway. Because when Winston Thurman came over to CDC, he came along with Costa, 2011. Okay? Costa decided to join ALP. Whatever he had to say, he said it about different candidates, including Joe Boakai. After that, what happened? Costa and the citizens and Joshua, they had a reunion. Few days later, few weeks later, few months later, Costa blow back, said, no, I'm going with you. I thought you would have done better because we are the same generation. But you're doing better, so I'm coming after you now. I will expose you. So what is the distance? So all that thing Costa finished doing, you ain't see it or you ain't hear it? That today you all know Costa will do another thing. The good thing about Costa, every single thing, every single action Costa takes, Costa get justification for that action. And he's very good at doing it.
Okay.
He's very good.
Let's take another caller here. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Chris Binda and I'm calling you from Edmonton, Canada.
Mr. Binda, go ahead.
Yeah, I just was watching and I'm kind of a little bit surprised of you guys. You have been one of the talk show, even though probably your viewers or your numbers might not be as to Spoon Talk or Costa, but you have been around for a long time. People listening to you, as we can even see your number, you're up to like 200 plus. You see, I don't know what you guys really care for when it comes to Liberian. When it comes to Liberia, because all I see you guys are interested is only about politics and not discussing things that really matter to the Liberian people. It surprised me, and I'm shocked to hear from both of you. You guys are, before it used to only be you, but now you guys are two. And it surprised me to see that both of you say you don't know about this death that have been, on social media. It's all over in Liberia. It's on social media. And you guys are not discussing it, and you don't even know about it. So my question is, what do you people actually really concerned about when it comes to Liberia? That's what I really wanted to ask, you see. Because there are so many, it's not only about politics, it's not only about government. There's so many other social issues that are affecting the Liberian people, and these things need to be discussed every day as we draw closer to election, so the people can...
That's the reason why we have an open mic. You cannot tell me, let us be real here. You cannot tell me that two of us will get our job. So that we get our job. We need to go clocking. This thing that we're doing here, this presentation that we're doing here, we are not being paid for that.
I know, and we commend you, we commend you people for this. We commend you people for the job you're doing.
No, listen. Let me tell you. We are not being paid for that. So we come here every night. Every night, we leave our homes, our wife, and our children. We come to sit down here to give people a benefit of the doubt. So you cannot tell me if that get deaf. That's the reason why I was sort of raise it to my co-host to ask him what he know about it. And he man said that he does not know. Myself, I have never been following that story. Story that people follow, it is different. But this get deaf, I saw it on social media, but I have not just been having time for me to be able to read about it or for me to be able to discuss about it. And that's the reason why we have an open mic. What is on your mind so you can be able to come here to discuss it.
Okay, brother. Okay, all right. I understand,
AB,
but you know,
yeah, AB,
going
let me just
forward, I
add a
mean,
little bit
and
there.
don't
Let me
get me
just
wrong.
add
Don't
what
get me
you
wrong. You
said.
guys are doing extremely well by informing the Liberian people on the day-to-day activities, especially when it comes to politics. You know, informing our people what to do so that going to election next year, they will know what to do. You know, but like I said, this business is shocking to everybody. You know, a beautiful girl like that, you know, her life just end like that, and that's not only her. You know, this kind of killings have been going on under this government. Not only killing, but rape of young women and young girls, abuse on women, and there's nothing all the time.
So you know about this girl death? What happened to her? So you
What I
inform her.
understand, I'm living in Canada, I'm not in the country too, but I've been following it. I've been following even when the few news media went on the scene where the body was found. They said this girl lived around the 12 area, but she do catering. So somebody called her to go. Somebody was getting, I think, their birthday or getting married. So they asked her to go and do some baking for them.
Hold on.
So when she went around.
Hold on.
Hello?
Hold on. You that calling from 1029. You hold on.
Okay.
Caller that calling from Canada. Go ahead.
Okay. So somewhere around 19th Street, they said she went to do bakery for this person. Okay. In the broad day. So she had not even finished the person's job, and she received a call from somebody at ELWA Junction to go and meet them there. When she went there, it did not take long. Broad day, this thing is not even happening in the night. Broad day, she placed a phone call to her friend, a video phone call. It was not even just an ordinary phone call, a video phone call, but the phone call just lasted for a second. She said, "Oh, they're killing me," and the phone call ended. This is what I know. So, in fact, I was listening when people that were on the spot, they went there. I must say I saw this girl lying down in the pool of blood. Her blood flash all on I saw blood flash all on the fence, and they were trying to. People were all over the place. The scene was never secure. I saw police people there. They did not secure the scene. Nothing. The crime scene was never secure. And then later on, we heard they said it was Indians. I mean, it was Liberian people that lived on top of the building. It was in the fence where the body was found. But in the fence, there was I think 2-story building, 2 or 3-story building. It's a store below and a 2-story over the store. And they say it's Liberian people that live there. So what we hearing here and there is all they say. But today, what really shocked me, you know, they said the police took out the body and they were carrying on investigation. But to our ultimate surprise today, they said the spokesman, Moses Carter, came out and said that they have done preliminary investigation, autopsy, and there was no foul play. So it means that this girl body, they get death, the case closed there, because once the police is coming out to come up with this kind of finding, she was just found yesterday. I don't know how fast were they able to carry on forensic and autopsy on this girl body to come up with this kind of finding the next day. You know, that's the sad part. You know, and I mean, that's all I can say to this, my friend. Let me let other people to come in too. Maybe they get more to share with you guys. Okay. Thank you for the show anyway.
Thank you. We having Costa here.
Okay.
Costa, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, brother AB, and hello, brother Francis. How you guys doing?
We're doing quite okay.
We're doing great.
Okay, I just want, I know my brother from Canada, he speaks with a little bit emotion. This is Mr. Ivan P. calling from South Dakota. To my brother from Canada, I just want to say to you, everybody on social media, you know, we are saddened by what happened to our sister in Liberia. That's what we find our country in these days. Our young people are dying, killing is still going on. But to be frank, AB and brother Francis have really been doing the best. You know, of all the talk show I have watched, from the Spoon to the Costa, when AB put himself, once he have that information, that detailed information about any case or event in Liberia, he go hardcore on it. And these people have their jobs and family and other things that they got to take it in America to pay bills, just like you too. So if you do your due diligence, and if you have information about what maybe it might be an issue in Liberia, and you have facts about that news, you can also call the show and just talk to them about it instead of getting angry and emotional, okay? AB is one person here, Brother Francis. I know that anything petty pertaining to Liberia, especially when it comes to death, they go hardcore on it. So let us not get our emotion too much involved, because these people have family too. When they have to work, they have to, take care of their own responsibility. But if you guys who in Liberia or in Canada, if you have detailed information about things that happen in the country and they might have not gotten that information yet, you can still call the show and let him know about it, and AB will talk about it. But let us watch our emotion and caution ourselves when we come online, because these two men have rarely been there. They're not getting paid. They take time off their business schedule and bring the news just how they get it to the public for Liberians to know. So, my brother in Canada,
Hello?
I know your emotion you're going through. Just, take it easy, okay? AB if AB had that information earlier, he would have been on this.
I will bring it out to the Liberian people. Once I have that information, because for me, it's not just getting the information, but I want to dig deeper.
Right, the facts.
Anyway.
Yeah, so
AB,
that's what I wanted to say, bro. AB.
Let me just throw light a little bit before we go to the next caller, please.
Yeah. Francis, go ahead. We're having too many callers here.
Okay, I will be brief. Trust me. Yeah, AB, to our brother there in Canada, my brother, we hear you. But you see, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. We are not providing entertainment. Their business is tough to do it, but you might not know. When you sit over there and the rest of the people and the rest of the world see us talk the way we talk, it's not easy to do it. But we have committed ourselves, because we matter, and the people of Liberia matter. We just don't want to bring information to you that is not authentic and factual. For me, I don't want to hang on any discussion. I want to be able to provide discussion on this platform that you can follow through, you will understand it, and you will find the reasons why we brought it in the first place. In addition to that, today is open mic, or tonight. Okay? My host shared with me, I told him I don't have much information. I saw it, but I don't just want to discuss it on the surface. So, like he said, if you have information that you get the details, you can call, you can go on the page, on our Facebook page, and just call AB, or maybe call me. We'll take it from there. Besides that, every night we have show here, we get time for ourselves and we get time for you. We are not able to get all, my brother. We are not. And we're not going to promise anybody or our audience that we're going to get all the news and we follow it through. Then we're not doing nothing for ourselves. Even the people that work for CNN, I don't think they're able to do that. That they will be able to be on top of every single game. That's the reason why sometimes they inform their audience and the news is not true. The network got to pay money for that, for damages. We're not able to do that either. Just a platform. So I just wanted to add a little bit to what AB said.
Okay.
So, but we will try. We'll try to bring the news, not just the news, but authentic news. Thank you very much.
Okay.
AB, you can take the call up.
Okay. Calling from 7624. You go ahead.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I calling from 6347. You hold on. Calling from 7624. You go ahead.
Yeah, that's me, right? I think it's me. Let me tell you something, right? All the murders, 3 years, is not solved. So nobody cannot come now and say this is so unusual. It has to be solved. Nothing happened in 3 years, right? Nothing. But I would say one thing. Our people on ground, all powers inherited in the people. Mm-hmm. They have to go protect. They have to fight because nobody will do that for them. Mm-hmm. All the advocates say your tribe. Nothing ain't gonna happen. These people in Liberia have to fight for themselves. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The only thing you guys can do for our country and our people We have to put sanction on them. Stop sending money. The bottom line. You keep talking for these people. They have to fight for themselves. No Costa, no nobody. The international community is looking up to the people in our country. If they don't do it, they don't. You know, we sit down, we watch, and I keep when I call, nothing ain't gonna happen for our people. Nothing. You know, and you guys do everything for our people, and they sit in the background and relax. You're sending money, they drink beer, they do all that shit, and you keep fighting for them. You need to stop. That's the solution. Liberian people are ungrateful. All what you did all these years, look at them. They have not done nothing for themselves. You know what I mean? There's gotta be some, you know, some at least.
But if we cannot help then the curse will come on us because we have our mom, we have our dad, we have our older brother than that. So if we cannot help them, so you want for the curse to come on us?
Let me ask you something. Who's having in America? When your kids who live in America, are they on your? Do you after they turn 18? Are they not on their own? Your kids or your family in America?
They are on their own. They are on their own.
Okay, thank you. So why the Liberian people can't do that? Why they can't be on their own? Why you gotta keep doing it? Why we live in this country? We know what we work hard. We on our own. Our kids. They fly after college. Who's there for you? And you're trying for our people back home. But let me tell you something. I got family back home, but I helped them one time, like 10 years ago. They on their own. I ain't giving them shit no more. Because we in this country, we do everything for ourselves. You know, everything.
So
the people back home,
you're not doing shit for them. Then I mean. You have the hand to help. You have the hand to help.
I would never do that. They're not trying to help you. Who trying to help them? You advocate for them. They don't even help you to get that push. You know, you there. You help it. Who there for you? Liberia would never change. You hear me? They have to do it for themselves, and that's all I have to say.
Thank you. The Oma say, Liberian.
No, but AB, let me tell you something.
Yeah, how are you, AB? How are you?
Yeah, Pastor, go ahead.
Yeah, I was trying to call, but I was listening to I guess she's very interesting. You know,
the Oma nail.
She makes sense, AB. She makes sense.
You know, AB, the fact of the matter is that, first of all, let me say good evening to you and Francis there. Your thank you for the show tonight. You know, the fact of the matter, what is going on in Liberia, it is pathetic. And what our mother just said is the truth. There's no better way we can put it.
What she said is true?
Yes. Look,
so would you forget about helping our people?
No. If you got your son, you got your daughter, you're able to help them, you help them. If you got your brothers, you got your sisters, you're able to help them, you help them. But this is what you tell them. You tell them this. If you cannot help to make the change in Liberia, because the problem in Liberia is the government of the day. And the same people that we're helping, that will call us and say, please send me this, that is same people that voted for those people. And they are waiting again to go vote for them. So we that work here, do overtime, to send them money, to sustain them, we need to tell them, say, look, you said you never voted for him or for this government in the past election. But this election, if y'all cannot help to talk to people to make sure that these people are voted out, you will not get support from me. And we put sanction on them. Because
So
AB,
are you doing that right now?
right now,
Are you
I tell you
doing
the
that right
truth,
now?
right now, only my kids that are really helping. Only my kids. I wouldn't lie to you. Because they seen people that will take phone and call you sometimes 3 in the morning, sometimes 2 in the morning. Brother, I need one. Can you help me? Those same people tomorrow when they go stay in the line to go vote, they go and vote for these same people that are that are that are suffering them. That are suffering them. They will not make the change. But let me tell you this. If they cannot learn, look at how many murders that took place in Liberia. Who are being arrested? Who all have been prosecuted?
The
Look how
police,
many rapes.
the police spokesman, they are saying that investigation. What happened to Ines' death? They
If,
say investigating.
let me say something to you. Maybe,
What happened to the
please
3
let me say
boys?
something
They
to
say
you.
investigating.
Yeah, please let me say something to you and your
Investigation
audience.
inconclusive.
You see, Mose Carter, he's not a police officer. He's a puppet. Maybe I work in the Liberian National Police Force for 23 years of my life. I work in the Liberian National Police Force for 23 years of my life. And I was professionally trained. I was also trained by the United Nations. And this is what I want you to know. When I was in Liberia, I was working at the Looking Town police station. There was a murder. There was a murder that took place with a Ghanaian bishop. One pastor went and killed this bishop because of position. He went and killed this
Yeah, hold
bishop.
on.
As soon as I arrived from Kitman on the case, I received a call on my phone that robbery was going on. At that time, Monansi was the police director, Monansi Brown. If you what I'm telling you, I proceeded from my house, went to the police station. We managed to creep on the scene. That night it was raining, cats and dog in Looking Town, very heavily. We managed to maneuver to enter that bishop premises. When I entered the premises, I saw the bishop lying in a pool of blood. I saw money all over. I saw things all over. The 3 officers that entered the home with me, this is what I told them. I said, don't touch anything. The first and foremost thing we needed to do is to protect the crime scene. I put everybody upside. I created a corridor that no one will intrude. Maybe when the investigator and the forensic team came, they did everything that they wanted to know, only to find out the man who committed the act went on the scene. And after he witnessed the scene, he left. Within less than 48 hours, the perpetrator was arrested. But the main people that committed the act, he never confessed to their name. The man who masterminded, the pastor that masterminded the killing of that bishop in Looking Town, that pastor was arrested in less than 48 hours. How? Because the Liberian National Police Force was supported and the crime scene was protected. So they found a trace. Those people that killed the bishop, they used motorcycle. Which side they went? They went down Looking Town towards the train track area. Where was this bishop living? This bishop was living down Looking Town towards the train track area. In less than, this pastor, in less than 48 hours, Pastor Fatoma was arrested. Today, he should still be in South Beach. So all of these murders that is taking place in Liberia, why can the Liberian National Police Force arrest these people? It is because the authority in the police knows the perpetrator. They know who doing these things, and they know if these people be arrested, big names will come up. So the only way change will go to Liberia, they left with the citizen. They left with them. When they go to the ballot, let them vote right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Costa, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
Yes, hello?
Yes.
Yes, hi. I should go ahead or I should wait?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm calling from North Carolina, Charlotte. Um, my name is Marsha.
Marsha, go ahead.
So I've been following you. I never called your show before, but we have to a situation in Liberia where our people. I think the lady that just made that statement, she right in a sense that
You think I did it right?
yeah, she right.
Okay.
No, I'm helping my people, right? I mean, it's true. I'm helping my family there. I'm helping my family. I asked them the same question. I said, you guys complaining every time that is very difficult, but then you're the same people. You're voting for the same people over and over. So what's going on with you guys there? See? So the lady, she right in the sense that the people have to help themselves because if they are not helping, okay, for instance, you are over there. You give information, you pass information to people, but they don't hold the information to make the right decision. You see, so the problem is from the main problem is our people back home. They're the main problem because they are voting for people. They know the people they are not good, but they still voting for them. But then after they put the same group of people they're voting for, I mean they complaining about, then they turn around to us and say, "Oh, bro, can you please help me with $50? Can you please help me with $10? I'm hungry." You see? So the problem is our people back home. That's why I just called to let you know that
Okay.
the lady that just called, she made a lot of sense.
Okay. My friend, brother, I think we have.
But
Yeah.
Evie, let me just say something towards that lady statement and the comment.
Yeah.
We might not be doing exactly what she's talking about or suggesting for us to do, but she make a lot of sense.
You want?
I'm
You
a
want?
victim.
Okay.
I'm a victim.
Okay.
You see, in philosophy, even though a lot of us think that that's the way it should be, but it is not. Philosophy calls for fighting along with the people, not fighting for them. Maybe we can sit here and say whatever we want to say for another judgment day. If the Liberian people in Liberia don't decide to join us to fight together for them, it will not work. If it are not happening to you, it happened to me, it's still happening to me. I come from Lofa country. My father had plenty of wives before the war. You know how many brothers I got? You know how many sisters I got? Besides my own nuclear family here in America. I ain't got no child in Liberia. All my children here. Right now they're with me. If I want, I don't really have to send a dime over there. Okay? My mom was here. She just left 3-4 months ago. My dad stayed in the village there. But there's a point. People call you nephew, uncle, niece, this. There are people in Liberia. And not because we're on the show here. We're paying their school fee. Paying their school fee. And there's a reason for that. Americans here don't easily get their money to anybody. They prefer to take it to charity organization at the end of the year. They claim it. They get their money back. How can our own money keep going to Liberia? They get plenty of investment opportunity in America, but somebody will tell you, no, I want to be a house in Liberia. Okay, that's our culture. That's our tradition. But the fact of the matter is, we are feeling the pain. But the people that live in Liberia, they are feeling the pain more than anybody else. Now, when you read our comment, our comment section, there are a lot of people who say that woman is wicked. But she's not wicked. She's honest. She's an honest talker. You will be sending money for people in Liberia. You know, one barrel, maybe all together. Me, I live in North Dakota. To take one barrel from here and get it to Moravia, $285. So let's assume that entire barrel at 500, maybe a little over 500. So instead of me sending you money grant control number or wasting your control number or how do you call it?
Same wave.
Same wave. I want to implore you. Instead of me going fishing and take piece and give it to you, why not you fishing for yourself? My brother, you will send that barrel to our people. They tell you, say, oh, they're not buying you. Oh, they're not buying you. But you know me, I've done it many times. The last time I was in Moravia, I sent four barrels ahead and sent one bag. Loaded. Real good stuff. I told them not to open it. I got to Moravia, Masha Gonamena. I put in my car trunk and I put 2 people with me. But going from place to place, people buying the thing. I said, but how come they can't buy the same thing? Inherently, the poor are lazy. Just they feel they. Maybe. They're my small establishment they play. That's not everything I can do. Okay? Especially people asking me to help them with birth certificate processing, passport, authentication. When the birth certificate delay, you want to file for somebody to come. You know, the immigration system in America is based on relationship, proving relationship. If I call me, the person will feel bad more. But I'm my nephew. AB, for God in heaven's sake, the same thing that we want to talk about, the same thing. They get family members here in America. Their family now juke them so many times to get single passport. To go to the embassy, the person say, I don't want to go to my people now because they will call money that I can't afford. Then they talk to me, I say, no, I get my partner there. They will take your parent to the embassy. It be for going heaven's sake. 150 USD. Ain't for anything but just for transportation. 3-4 trips. Take the individual to Dr. Robert Boto to do their medical examination. Take them back. Okay? Before the interview, you will come and pick up, grab that result from the medical examination. That one, the applicant not coming. You that took them there in the particular scenario, only you go in there. Pay your way. That pay your way money there. After that, take them to the embassy for the interview. After the interview, take the individual back. Usually after the interview is between 1 week to 2 weeks, you go and pick up the passport with the visa inside, the contract over.
Yeah.
My brother. But citizen ID is $5. Birth certificate is $10. Passport is $50. Somebody said $330. You can process those things for those 3 items. $330 USD. But me, you think I was more wicked? Me, my own thing is sure. I don't even sleep good. I say do what I do. If I want to help you, our country people say when somebody washing your bag, you must wash your own better. I'm interested in helping, but I don't want to keep helping. Because if I keep helping, I will not survive too. You want to go to school? I'll pay a school fee. But before I pay for the next semester, you got to send me progress report. You send that progress report, it's not looking correct, I'll give you 1 shot. The next semester, you want to go bribe the people like Benin? I'm not there. You won't give me a good progress report, now you got to sell and pay your own school fee. And I will send you money to go sell. I have to do it. So that individual that did that, they are on the story over. For me to even get the people document from him, I got to use his big brother as a CIA. Then the people talking all that thing, oh, that woman, that wicked woman. American people can get you money free. People that fought for this country, veterans, they made single mistake. They're standing at the corner of Colombia and Walmart. We'll be giving them $1, 21st and all. And you go sit down where the people must be working and just send money to Liberia, send money to Liberia. The day I'm ready to go live in Liberia, I will go finish my house. You build a house, AB. You put your family people inside. They're inside that house. They can't change the pin. They will call you. They will call you. What kind of people that? The government they put in place, the government not correct. They can't do nothing. Then they want blame Costa every single day. Costa in America. Costa going to school. Costa under air conditioning just like me. When heat on. My light not going off. We helping you. You can't help yourself.
Okay, let's take
everything's about blinking.
Let's take a corner.
Me and not Jesus Christ. I ain't going to be Holy Prophet Muhammad. Those people that king, God ordained it to carry on certain mission. God have not yet ordained me to carry on certain mission. My mission is number one, to take care of myself and to take care of my children. All the other things I'm doing, I just helping, but I can't keep helping.
Let's take
And the
another
people
call.
cannot fight by judge. We are like the people of Lofa County, Steve Zago talking about his ancestor. Shame on them. Shame on them.
Cora, what is the name?
People say opportunity that here in America is not in Liberia. You see the opportunity just came overnight. The people in Ghana, opportunity not kind of overnight. They fought back. The Ghanaians fought back. South Africans fought back to remove the apartheid regime. The people in Zimbabwe, they fought back. The people in Kenya, they stay fighting. The people in Cameroon, they're fighting right now. The people in the newest country, South Sudan, they are fighting. You want to fight? They're not all the fight, you got to take guns. You get this government that corrupting the system. They get all these marshals. They didn't have it. Joey get a private jet. He played football for 19, 20 years. He made more money. You all say so. He ain't buy private jet. He ain't buy sport car. Then he take over presidency. 3 months. All that thing going on in Liberia. Costa had not even done something. The people saw. He almost lost his life. Then you got people in the poker rubber then talking all that nonsense. Costa said, he got strength to go to Liberia to risk his own life. And then they were talking on BBC that they didn't go to Liberia to stage demonstration while Chancellor were in power. They didn't do that. Eddie went to the executive mansion and visited Chancellor on several occasions. I get a book here. But they didn't stage demonstration because she knew what's up. Even though she said Chancellor was not that stupid to arrest her, but she didn't even do anything that would have made Chancellor to arrest her. Anyway, Costa had taken race 2 times. Okay? The government has all the powers. Like I said, let me quote him. You're on the ground. You can't push the government. They want human being here to do everything for you. So he pay him on our living. Like, you can get ready, you put all your Bufunyama things together, you go to Walmart, you go to Ross, you go to this place, you go to that place, JCPenney, and buy all your nice clothes, you put it in the suitcase, and fly to Liberia, and jolly. You want Costa to have that same opportunity too, but you want him to keep racing his life, right? Shame on you. You better join Costa to fight. Join all of us to fight together. We're not going to keep fighting for you sending your money. No. You saw what they did to Costa? The very people he was helping to help themselves. They all criticized him. They get it and went to CDC. What happened to them? Your store something different, man.
Let us take this caller. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Judukia, and I'm calling from Virginia.
Judukia, go ahead.
I got a question for you. Since Imaya Sami was beaten in Liberia 2 to 3 years ago, how many Liberians you saw going on the street for the World Economic Crimes Court?
How many?
Yeah, how many have you seen since Imaya Sami was beaten for that?
I have not seen people demonstrating for war and economic crimes for a very long time.
So why it tells you what that lady, the reason I really call you is because what that lady told you is the right thing. No, I will lie to you. If I in American government, I would rather the sanction Liberia to the point that other people really suffer. What kind of people is that they just hate justice. They don't want to do anything for themselves. They only want foreigners to do it for them. That's what foreigners took over our country. Liberians don't want to do anything for themselves. So the woman is right. Why should we be helping these people if the people don't want to help themselves? Look at the Sierra Leoneans. When they came to the War Crime Court, the people stood on the ground and they stood on the street until they got the War Economic Crime Court. But look at Liberians in Liberia. Saying my Simon was beating. That the men that were pushing the Weir government for the War Economic Crime Court. Said that man was beating. They were laughing at the man. They said the man stupid. But the man was only fighting for their own good.
Some people said that the man is a high-class Zogo.
Yeah, that's why they were laughing at the man. But look at them. They're suffering now. No justice for them. They're getting raped. They killed him and get a chicken. And the men were fighting for them. But the man got beaten. They were laughing at the man. And me and the man can speak. I call him sometimes. I call him. So the Omar is right. The people, you need to suffer in Liberian people. America said they're doing individual sanction. They don't need to do interference. They need to sanction the whole damn Liberia.
They need to
So all of them
sanction the
can suffer
entire
until
country,
they can come out
just like
and
that
tell the
America.
American
Let us
president,
start
look, this
eating
is what we
themselves.
want. We have to go to jail. Thank you very much.
AB, let me tell you something. Like the brother said, right? Democracy is not silver platter. People need to work for it. Those of us that sitting here talking tonight, we ain't just get here.
No.
All of us got some kind of struggling story. Like Joshua said, he was up to 17 years, he was sleeping on the floor. You know what the weapon I was sleeping? If I tell you, I don't believe it. I born and raised in Lofa County. I was not born in hospital. You think that's something I'm supposed to have from you? Those of you that been to Lofa County, Cologne District, go to Cologne District. Let me tell you something. The people of Salon did not sit over there and get a war chronicle on silver platter. They fought for it.
Hold on. Go ahead.
They fought for it.
Go ahead.
And y'all just want to sit in like
Hi,
they want to do
Abraham. My name
nothing.
is
Or y'all
Harrison.
want
I'm
control
calling from
number?
so far South Dakota. How you doing this evening or tonight?
We are doing quite okay.
Yeah. I really appreciate you guys when it comes to what you guys are doing. What I do understand is Liberian, we don't love the truth. We love people who will come and lie to us and say things. Let me put it in our common Liberian English. They are sweet mouth. Then we will abide by it. Let me just say something that Putin just said, the Russian president, right? The man said it was a time when the Sardinian government.
Hello. Yeah. Hold on.
Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, it be that
There was a
Minister
time when the
P.
Sardinian
Look, honestly
president said.
speaking,
No. You that calling from 1029. You hold on. Calling from 3291. You go ahead.
It was a time when the Sardinian president came out. He said he condemned Putin action, and Putin came out. He said the African should mind their business. In fact, at this time now, it is time for Africans to gain their strength and take part of the world. Meaning, when the white men go in Africa, when he commit a crime, the African leader protect them, they guard them, and they keep them safe. But when the African men, when the black men come in Europe or America, when they commit a crime, we grab them and put them in jail and detain them. So, I'm just trying to say that African leaders, especially when it comes to Liberia or Liberian, we are just different kinds of people. We don't even know what we're doing. Costa has been sacrificing his life, like my senior brother said, but then they still want him to keep sacrificing his life. Like you guys are always sacrificing yourself. Now, who knows that when you go to Liberia, what will happen to you? Who knows that when you get to Liberia, who targeting you? Because you are speaking the truth, so people don't love to listen to the truth, especially those government who are wrecking our country. So who knows? But we want you people to keep sacrificing yourself until you guys will not even take care of your children, your family. We want you people to keep sacrificing yourself until you die. Who will take care of your children? God forbid. So my senior brothers, you guys are really doing well, and let us keep pressing the button until we can see the end. Like the senior brother said, we need to stand up ourselves. We need to fight ourselves. What happened in South Africa? You see what happened? The people stood on their ground until they give all their country. But to close, my brother and my senior brother, then we will beat all around the bush. But if Liberia don't stand on her ground and re-give her independence, we will keep in the nonsense. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's take one more call calling from 1029.
yeah, bro, it be honestly speaking, to be honest, just what my brother just said who left the line. I don't know, Liberians are different kind of people.
I don't know.
But we just are different kind of people. You saw what happened in Nigeria a few months back when SARS, this nonsense they called SARS were killing Nigerians, all musician, movie actor, villager, everybody came from every walk of life. They had one of the biggest protests that ever happened in Africa history.
In Nigeria, yeah.
Yeah, in Nigeria. But you see, and you will be surprised that most of you, you, Brother Francis, the Costa raised your life and talking about Liberians, but most of the people you're killing yourself talking for in Liberia, they're the ones that are supporting the regime more than in power. You'll be surprised to know that.
I believe it. I believe
it.
it.
Yeah. Look, most of these people, look, I'm telling you, what mother said, people haven't gotten the logic in it, okay? What our mother said, I left the land. People haven't, they people in Liberia not really suffering. Look, Ebi,
they're
when
not
you
really
get
suffering.
they're not getting, they people are content. You know why? Because those in the UK, those in America, those in Australia, those in Canada, we are the one taking the real burden.
Yeah.
We are the one taking the suffering, you know? So they are comfortable. But imagine everybody from all West Carolina in the diaspora start holding their finances. Trust me, every county or every town or village or city in Liberia will raise up. And you remember the interview that Costa had with that American guy called Chris something? The man said, that, you know, American people, when they're talking, they don't rush to talk. They take their time to say words because intelligent people, especially being an intelligent officer in the CIA era, that Chris man said that the international community will not be able to do much except Liberian themselves raise up. Because America don't want to go and start doing things before people to point finger to them and say, oh, they like to ruin people's country and do things where they are not invited. But if the Liberian in Liberia raise up, I'm talking about from every county or village, they start marching to that capital there. They say, we're tired with the government here. Trust me, CNN will pick up, Fox News will pick it up, the entire internet will, then now you can see the American will put their hand behind and say, you know what? The people are fed up. Because what? America has invested into Liberia a lot. And they told Liberia, if any war breaker in our country, they're not going to kill themselves like that. They're one of the biggest investment in our country, the largest peacekeeping force to ever hit an African continent to be in our country. It was a lot they did for us. But when Liberia raised up in protest and they say they're tired, trust me. But we are here, we the ones supporting the people. When they say they want death, we send it. They say they want that, we don't even investigate, we send it.
Yeah.
And that the same people will go and support our regime in power. That's why they are able to talk plenty. That's why they are able to call on radio and cause those that are talking against the regime. But trust me, it didn't have rest in a house to eat. Nothing. Everybody withholding their finances. All the Liberians in the diaspora not sending nothing back home. The way that country will turn us out, my brother, even the representative themselves will start fleeing other countries. Because when you push the people to the point where they can't take it no more when they raise up, nothing can stop them from coming to you. So, you know, as long as we keep supporting them, sending everything they want, making them comfortable, trust me, they will keep supporting the political party they want to support. They don't care how you feel about it, because at the end of the day, they will call you, you will still send a letter even if the people in government don't give it to them. So then the information need to be spread every walks of life to all the diaspora Liberians. If they want change, we'll go hold all our money there. We're not sending not because we Liberians send the most money back home than any African continent on the soil.
Yeah.
We send more money home. So the other one come and enter here. We don't investigate, we send it. But then they will go cheer the same people there. Amanda, you see when CDC hope or rally, you see those thousands of Liberians there. Let us say the country not even suffering, let them going through hard time because what?
They can be that sweaty.
Sending it to them. But let Liberians start holding money back. Canada, America, Australia, whatever. You will see what will happen in that country there. You're not even talking about President will say, you know what, I got to step down. So, okay. My man, that's it there.
Kora, what is your name and where are you calling from? Kora, what is your name and where are you calling from? Kora, what is your name and where are you calling from? All right. Our friend and brother Francis, let's try to wrap up.
Yes, sir.
Let's try to
wrap up. Let me do my commercial a little bit.
Yeah.
So my people can't say, oh, he didn't do it today. All right, folks, we are back here. Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting. We are here to stay and we are helping immigrant community, okay? Because we are immigrant too, not just what we're talking. We also American business trained administrator, okay? So if you want to file for if you want to file for your mama, your daddy, your loved one, children, other people, will help you do the I-130. It is basically alien or U.S. citizen fighting for their unmarried son or daughter or married, whatever that is. We are also doing visa application for the one we call fiancé visa if you get your boyfriend in Liberia or other part of the world, or you get your girlfriend if you are a man in Liberia or other part of the world, call us. They call that fiancé visa. We'll give you the details. Phone consultation is free and it will remain free. So we are also involved in life insurance, and we are involved in non-contested divorce. The number side 267-640-8012, 267-640. Excuse me, I'm sorry, 267-648-8012. And the other number I told you the other time that the 1st of April is ready, so you don't need to call this 7009 number anymore. Call this 701-330-4693, 701-330-4693. Liberian Post, I can talk too fast. Man, I'm not speaking serious, man. I'm speaking the West Point or West Point language, then I can talk fast. 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. Call us. The one that I didn't talk about, if you want a little bit of detailed information regarding fighting for people to bring them over here, fiancé visa, student visa, uncontested divorce or not contested divorce, regular immigration and insurance, give us a call back. All right? Call us on those two numbers. Either one will work for us, and we'll give you further details if you are interested in fighting for somebody. We are located in North Dakota, specifically the Grand Forks area. All right? So it be, sometimes when some people say the truth, like I said on this platform many times, we don't like the truth. Steve Zago talked about Tonyang, the land of Tonyang. Tonyang means truth. That's a bandit dialect or language, whatever you call it. But we got a bigger problem in Liberia. Our people, if you say they want to say different thing, people are extremely lazy. People are lazy. And our people say, I can't give you woman and give you bed. That's true. I can't give you bed and give you woman. I got to just give you one. Then the other one, you got to fight for it yourself. I can't be washing your back. You want me to wash your stomach, the one that hanging in front of you. If I build a house in Liberia and put family people inside, and then you can't call it grass, I got to send money before you call it, then you start giving me rent. And what you're going to say? You're going to say more thing about you. Those countries around the world, including Singapore, including Rwanda, is it Rwanda where Paul Kagame is?
Kagame is
Yeah.
in Rwanda.
These people did not succeed, or they are not succeeding because they continue to beg. No. Their citizens hold their feet to the fire. We can sit here and say whatever we want to say. We are giving you information for you to use and make a genuine decision. Not only by voting right, but also holding these people feet to the fire during and after those kangaroo elections. Because it's just extremely difficult to even have a level playing field in Africa, especially Liberia, where the president is so powerful. It's so powerful that the president can literally decide the fate of every single individual in our country, how they live and what they eat. That's how powerful the president is. And you ain't know that one? In the West, it's not like that. It is not like that. One senator can just change the budget. One senator can change the entire country budget just because they say no. That one vote. Yeah, the Democrat right here now, 50-50 Senate. All the senators on the Democratic side got to vote before the vice president break the tie. If one person drives from the Democratic spot, the vice president cannot break the tie to get that decision in favor of the government in power, Joe Biden. We American workers, we should have been making $15 by now at federal level. But you know what on the books? $7.25 an hour. Let me give it to you. Some people ain't let it do it, but I'll do it. $7.25, that's the legal minimum wage by law in this country. I know there are a lot of companies paying more than that, but companies can actually decide to pay us $7.25. They are not in violation of anything which you don't even have in Liberia. There is no company in Liberia that pay per hour. You know, you can't even advocate for that. World Bank, USAID, UNDP, International Labour Organization in 2015 organized and sponsored a bill they call Decent Work Bill. I got a copy here. You're in Liberia, you even got it. Decent Work Bill. During early time, our legislature passed it into law, the president signed it. As minimum as that document is in terms of per hour payment, that nobody should make below certain amount. My goodness. Employers in Liberia, including government Liberia, even living by it. And it's our international friendly organization invested into that because the people carry on data analysis or survey, and they got to know Liberia was one of the most poorest countries on planet Earth. So they decided to help. They asked the government, when the census was conducted though, what can we do to help you? And the government said we needed to increase the pay rate for our people. But even the government that suggested that to our international partners, they didn't say not even living by it. But they get two different salaries. They get RA, they call it research allowance. How many government officials doing research? Even University of Liberia professors are not doing no damn research. No disrespect to them. They do nothing. They just go to class and teach. Their pamphlet been existing since 1957. They just reprint every year, right, AB? And we were there.
Yes.
They just reprint. So my people, all the other countries around the world, they didn't get it on silver platter. Our next door, Sierra Leoneans, all the way they fought just like us. They gave them short hand, one foot. They told the rebels, I don't care what you do. At the end of the tunnel, there will be war crime, and they fought for it. We got to fight for it too. We're here to support you, but we cannot fight your fight. Okay? We all got to join together. Whatever we are doing, you need to do your own too. I can't be in America, yeah, bear. I get my family here. You live in there, you want me to send you money before you brush the grass or you cut the grass. I got to send it so you can replace the zinc. For what? I know we're doing it though, but it is unfair. The money we send to Liberia is more than the government money. The government budget, every single year, UNDP came up with it. Imagine we're not sending that money. You know how many people die in our country? So my people, you're thank you for joining. And you know, our old man usually call from I think Alaska, right, AB?
Yes.
She's right. We're not doing that, and we're not going to do it because we are Liberian people. They get 7 continents, right? Plus Liberia are 8. Because Liberia is not actually a country. It's a country in another way, but it's a continent because the way we do things. We are on our own land. Who said that? Was it Bill Clinton or Jimmy Carter? One of them. Said Liberia was a different spot. They get Americans, then they get then they get Europeans. Okay? So that is the kind of country we got. So I beg you, we got to do better than we are doing. But the people are saying, I'm going to call the number again.
Please call that number again.
267-648-8012. 267-648-8012. 701-330-4693. 701-330-4693. Thank you very much for coming, and continue to come. Not just to come, but share with your friends and ask your friends to share with their friends. Without much, we want to say we bless God and we also appreciate you. Thank you.
You know, Francis, sometimes I sit down, I can really be thinking, Guinea, just in recent time, without a delay, Burkina Faso, Mali, they did theirs. What's wrong with us? What is actually wrong with us?
But if you can't even stage a significant protest, then you're going to remove president by gun or with AK-47? One man just talk about it, they go jail, man, they free him later because they know it's not serious.
It's kind of. I think
It's pathetic, man.
What that woman said, Mama, you're right. You are actually right. Look, you will not believe it. That some of us have sent money triple times to complete, to buy land, to complete our houses.
The house that you're living in, or you're not going to live in.
The house cannot be completed. The land cannot be bought. They are seizing different people land, showing that document to people here in the United States. Then when the person go now, it become problem, it become another wahala.
Wahala, yep.
I think that woman is right.
She's right. She is right. She knows exactly what she's talking about, and she knows the people she's talking about.
I think for me, I have told my sisters, I only having one sister living in Liberia. One sister. From one man, one pa, one. From family side, there are many. I told all of them, you're not coming, can make me for me to work here and send you that money. No. You got to identify one business that you want to do so we can be able to give you that business.
And when you mess with it, you mess with yourself. That's the same philosophy.
You mess with yourself. A good, my mother and my father, they are no longer alive. So you do it for yourself, or wait when I come, the day God smart with me, for me to come back home, then we'll talk that one. But for now, I am not sending no money to nobody, not even the only person that I can be able to send money to is for the children's school fees. And when the year end, when the school year end, you must send me the report card before I can be able to send the following year's school fees. I tell them the day any of them Irish B70, then they just forget it. The day any of them Irish is 70, let them just forget it. They will go look for water to sell before they can go to school. So
I cannot go to school cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I want
that's how we'll let to come to the very, very end of the Manessa Abraka Talk Show. Be our guest on Monday. It depends if there is a trending issues pop ups during the weekend.
Maybe breaking news.
Breaking news, we will indeed come here. But other than that, see you when I see you. Bye bye for now.
how you make your headlines.